Wind in my sails, I toast to the ocean, she balanced my scales. West coasting, got degrees in my neck.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? CTF here, and today I got something a bit different for you guys. I actually got some Halo Reach gameplay, as I'm sure you can see, and the reason I wanted to get this gameplay out for you guys is because I realized that the first, I'd like to say 300 of you are subscribed to this channel because of my early Halo gameplay. Because of all my Halo 3 gameplay that I put up, and that's the reason why my first 300 of you were subscribed to me. And if you're watching this video and you're still subscribed to me, I'd like to say, a big thank you. I know I haven't been putting out any Halo gameplay. I've been putting up nothing but COD gameplay. So if you are subscribed to me because of my Halo gameplay, and you're still subscribed, you're probably wondering, like, what's up with all the Call of Duty? And that's because I don't play Halo anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't play Halo Reach anymore. But I'm going to get into that a bit later. Right now, I want to talk about the gameplay a little. And the gameplay isn't, it's not a game battles match, or it's not a TO4, it's not a scrim or anything like that. It's just random 8s. We were all just going in, and we decided, why not, let's play some customs. On my team, I have MLG Pro, or Ex-MLG Pro, Perplexity. And on the enemy team, there's Ex-MLG Pro Loki. So we just kind of wanted to get some customs going. This isn't a scrim or anything like that, just some random customs. But back to what I was talking about earlier. I don't play Halo anymore. So, if you are subscribed to me because of my Halo gameplay, sorry to say that I do not play Halo Reach anymore. And there's actually a lot of factors that go into that. And the reason that I wanted to do this commentary and talk about that was because yesterday I got a message over YouTube, which was kind of weird. And it was a guy saying, hey, I noticed that you haven't really been putting up any Halo Reach gameplay. You do know that MLG's version 2 settings are, they're going to change. They're not going to be the dead set final settings. You know that, right? And yes, I know that. I've been following MLG since 2005. I did not stop playing Halo Reach because, MLG's version 2 settings were bad, or, I disagree with them. I did not quit, Reach because of MLG at all. I quit playing Reach because of Reach itself. I think Reach is a really bad game. If you don't agree with me, that's alright, but that's just my opinion. And there's actually a lot of things that go into me not liking Reach. There's the bloom system that rewards people for being lucky. The random-ass bloom system that doesn't reward people for being skillful. It just rewards people for spamming and being lucky. There's the lack of a bleed-through system, which, if you don't know what that is, bleed-through is basically in Halo 3, if you shot somebody twice with your battle rifle and then meleeed them, they would die. And if they shot you once and then meleeed you, you would be one shot or no shields. But in Halo Reach, if you shoot somebody twice and then melee them, and they melee you once without shooting you at all, you're both on the same page. You're both at the exact same level of health. And really what that rewards is people who just go for the melee. People who do what's called herpaderping, which they sprint, melee, and it isn't skillful. It's like using the noob tube of Call of Duty. It's not skillful, it's annoying, nobody likes it. And it really just rewards people for just going straight for the melee instead of relying on their ability to aim. So that's really annoying. But overall, I would be able to put all of that aside and continue to play the game if only Halo Reach had a ranking system. The way Halo Reach works is there is no ranking system. All playlists are social playlists, which means you can bring guests in, and which means it's not dictated by what your rank is, it's dictated by true skill. And I know there's a lot of Bungie fanboys who will be like, oh, but wait, CTF, you see what happens is the true skill system actually matches you up better than... Shut up. The true skill system is fucking stupid. The true skill system was in Halo 3 in the social playlist. Basically, if you were to go in on Halo 3 and play Big Team Battle, technically, you would be getting matched up because of true skill. But if you've ever played Big Team Battle in Halo 3, you would know that it doesn't matter. You would match up versus what seem to be hand amputees. Now, I don't know if they've literally had their hands chopped off, but that's just the way they play. They play like idiots. They run in straight lines. They don't strafe. They look up at the sky. They have no clue what they're doing. I could easily go positive 60 in a big team battle game playing with my left hand only. I mean, it was just so easy. It was ridiculous. And that's what we have in Halo Reach. I know there was a video of some MLG pros. I forgot who exactly. I believe Shockwave was one of them, and that was the point of view that you were watching from. But I know some MLG pros went into a game of MLG here in Halo Reach, and they won a Team Slayer game on Sanctuary 50-0. I'm going to let that sit in just for a second. 50-0. Now, not one of them died throughout the entire duration of the game. And for all my Call of Duty subscribers out there, that's like winning a game of Ground War 10,000 or however it goes to. I forget. I can't even remember how many it goes to. Basically, it's like winning 100-0, having nobody on your team die even once. That's just ridiculous. And that should speak volumes in itself to just how bad this true skill system actually is. It doesn't really help whatsoever. I would much rather have a ranking system, because one of the major, one of the things that people would talk bad against for the ranking system is that, well, you see, people would cheat and they would get 50s and they don't really deserve them. But what you're not understanding is when somebody cheats to get a rank, say somebody cheated to get their 50 in MLG, they do not go in on their 50 in MLG. Nobody spends tons of time cheating to get a level and then just to go in on it and lose their level. Obviously, if they had to cheat to get their level, they're not skillful enough to do that legitly. Therefore, if they try to go in on it, they're going to get destroyed by people who did get it legitly. So people who cheat to get their rank don't, get it and then go in on it. They get it just to show it off because they want attention. So that argument is completely invalid. I would, like I said, I'd be able to look past all of that if Reach were to just get a ranking system. Because in Halo 3 and MLG, I was a 50 in MLG, and I would match up with people at or around my level of skill constantly. And that's what made it fun. Although I disliked Halo 3 as a game, on live, there were tons of problems with it. On LAN, it was a pretty good competitive game, but on live, it had tons of problems. Even though I disliked Halo 3 as a game, I was willing to look past that, and I continued to play the game up until Reach came out because I love the competition. I love competition, and it doesn't matter how bad I feel the game is. I just like to play people who are good and will test my skills. And that's one of the things that you've seen about this channel early on. I posted a lot of Halo 3 gameplay versus well-known pros, and even though I didn't like Halo 3 that much, I continued to play it because I just love the competition. But in Reach, I can't do that because with this true skill system, I'm not really getting matched up with people who are as good as me. I'm getting matched up with guests, and I'm getting matched up with people who have like a 0.33 KDR and like a 0.01 win-loss ratio, like people who are just absolutely horrible that don't know how to play this game whatsoever. And that's not fun for me. Like I said, I could go into big team battle in Halo 3 and do amazingly good, but that's not fun for me. I don't enjoy, beating people who are just painfully horrible, and I'm sure they don't enjoy, getting beat by me. I'm sure they don't enjoy going like 0-25. That's not fun for anybody. Nobody likes to die. So, all in all, I would look past all the gameplay faults of Halo Reach if I could just get a ranking system which actually allowed me to play people who were at or around my level of skill. That's it. That's all I really have to say about that. I know a lot of people in the competitive community aren't playing Reach because they feel the same way, and that's unless Bungie does some patches and fixes the game, I really don't see it being that successful. Although from a standpoint of how much money it made, it's already very successful. But I'm not talking about it in that sense. In the sense I'm talking about it is how many people play it until the day that it dies. In Halo 3, in Halo 2, and Halo 3, people continued playing that game through the years. Like that, Halo 3 was released in 2007, and still to this day it has people playing on it. And that's just that'll speak a lot about a game. I really don't see Halo Reach doing that. I already see its population diminishing extremely fast. So I can tell in a few months, maybe even a year, the game will be pretty deserted. But all in all, that's why I don't play Reach. If you still do play Reach and you feel differently, that's cool. That's just my opinion. But I want to get back on the gameplay. One of the things you'll notice about this gameplay is we're destroying right now. One of the things you'll notice is my entire team in this game goes positive. I go positive 17, I believe. My teammate Mountshi goes positive 13. My other teammate goes like positive 5, and my other teammate goes like positive 3. And the enemy team all goes negative. Not a single person on the red team goes positive. But if you'll notice, well, I shouldn't say but if you'll notice, but you'll notice in a while that we're going to lose this game. I'm just going to spill the beans now. We're going to actually lose this game despite outslaying them by like 100 kills. And that's just, like I said, this wasn't a scrim or a game battles match or anything like that. We're not a team. None of us have even played with each other. So, you know, this wasn't like we were a team trying to compete versus another team. We're all randoms in this game. We've never played with each other. So our biggest fault in this game was that we were not converting on our kills. We weren't turning our kills into caps. We were getting like 3 to 4 down, and we weren't, you know, capitalizing on the enemy team being down, and we weren't killing, or we weren't capping. So we're gonna lose this game. Got to spill the beans now. But the only reason I'm uploading this gameplay is because, like I said, I don't play Halo Reach anymore. So it's not like I can hop on and get some really nice gameplay for you guys. I don't play the game anymore. And wow, was that a clutch stop. But I don't play the game anymore. So the only reason I'm uploading this is because it's entertaining. Like you've already seen, I do get an overkill. Like I said, I do drop positive 17. I do get the only flag cap for our team. I'm constantly trying to play the objective. So, you know, it's not like I was stat whoring or anything like that. But, you know, typically I wouldn't upload gameplay of me losing. That's not something that I ever want to do. But, like I said, I can't hop on Halo Reach and get gameplay of me winning because I don't play the game anymore. So please excuse the fact that this gameplay is not us winning. You shouldn't mold your gameplay around how I play in this game, because although I do good individually, we don't win. So obviously there are some signs there that we did something wrong. But other than that, that's why I don't play Halo Reach. That's what's going on in this gameplay. This gameplay is a bit long. It lasts 15 minutes, and I want to. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, under MLG rules, the games are, although the clock says 30 minutes, if the game is tied when it hits 15 minutes, that's the only way that you don't end the game and you keep the game playing. But if one team is winning, once that 15-minute mark hits, you have to end the game and the game is over. It's like the clock hitting 0, but not really. So if you don't know, in a little bit we're going to end the game when there's still 15 minutes left on the clock. And the reason for that is because that is how MLG settings are played. But other than that, just wanted to get this Halo Reach gameplay out for you guys. I'm actually going to be putting out a few more Halo Reach gameplays. I got one more gameplay versus some pro players, and I have you know, some pub bashing where I go into what is it called? I forgot. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's either Big Team Battle or Invasion or one of the two. And I drop a perfection. I think I go like 26-0, and I drop a little nice perfection. But so I'm going to upload a little bit more Halo Reach gameplay, and I'm going to be clearing my file share of all my Halo Reach gameplay. But then after that, like I said, unless Bungie patches their game and makes it actually playable, I'm not going to be playing Halo Reach anymore. So this is probably the last of the Halo Reach gameplay you're going to see from me unless 343 Industries comes out with another Halo game, which I know they are, but I'm not sure what they're doing. I've heard rumors that they're making Halo 4, and I've also heard rumors that they're making a Halo 1 HD remake, which is kind of an iffy subject for me because, as some of you may know, Halo 1 is by far, I think it's my second most favorite console first-person shooter of all time, right behind Shadowrun. You know, I love Halo 1, and Halo 1 is just one of those games that you don't touch. You just leave it alone. It's one of those things you just gotta leave it in the glass case. It's one of those perfect games that you don't really mess with. So although I would love to play Halo 1 on Xbox Live, which is something you didn't get to do because Halo 1 didn't have the Xbox Live feature back in the day, I'm not sure if they're gonna make it. They're gonna have to make it damn good. They can't mess it up, or they're gonna piss off a lot of Halo fans. But that's just gonna about wrap it up for this game, guys. This game's coming to a close in about 30 seconds. As you probably already know, like I said, we are gonna lose this game. But in the end, I played pretty well, and so it is entertaining gameplay, so I hope you guys like that. And I'm going to be putting out, I think, one more Halo Reach gameplay before I put out another Call of Duty gameplay. So look out for that, guys, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. This is some really long gameplay here, but thanks, guys, for watching, and I'm out.